Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I am the Crypto Crow. It is Tuesday, and you are not going to believe this crypto prediction, this Cardano prediction. I'm going to share that in a little bit. This is pretty interesting, made by an AI system, nonetheless, and it had to be jailbroken to get what it believed to be a potential recommendation. We'll see what that says here in just a few minutes. Make sure you check out murderofcrows.io. Pick up your own Murder of Crows NFT out of my personal collection. You can mint up to 10 at a time. Also, check out soblocks.com, where we've got some big updates coming in this. It is now an open beta, so anybody can register, set up an account, and get active engaging the community, and I encourage you to do that. Quick update on Profit Trailer. I'm currently up by $243.50 in profit on my trades. Lots of green activity. Very, very tiny, small pieces of profit at a time, but the bot has been treating me pretty well so far. I am wrapped up. I've got 187 buys with currently 179 sales, and that is with a DCA configuration. At some point, I'll share those trades and that strategy. Looking at Bitcoin's price action right now, you can see we're basically pumping right back up to the resistance line of about 30,400 or so. I haven't looked at the liquidity in the market yet, but I'm going to assume we may just trend sideways under this resistance for a little bit before we finally break out of it. Looking at Cardano's price action, we're basically doing the same. We're just kind of hanging steady around the 44-cent mark. And what I did do is I took this bars pattern from the previous Cardano cycle, from the halving to the peak, and I basically just set it right down at the bottom. And I was just very curious as to where, and I lined it up so that it matches the current price action. And I know that to some of you it may sound a little crazy, but when you look at crypto price action, there are always so many similarities in the pricing patterns. And so I wanted to see what happens if I just lined it up to the bottom of Cardano's price in this current cycle, and I basically just squeezed it in terms of time frame for these prices to match a little better. Where does that take us? And ultimately that takes us to about $2 by September of 2023, with some time to go. Now, is there going to be some sort of mini parabolic run in 2023? What do we expect to happen? Well, we'll find out soon enough. Also, real quick, Crypto's Got Talent, the next gem TV show, announces media partnerships with Luna PR. You'll notice a friendly face here among the staff and the crew. Obviously, you've got Brian, Leah, and George from Cryptos R Us. And they had filmed this recently, and I guess it's getting ready to launch here soon. And apparently they're getting ready to start shooting a season 2 already here in a few months. And I have been contacted by George, and he had connected me to the producers of the show. And I don't know, maybe you'll find yours truly on the show in some capacity in the future, in the next season. But I'm very much looking forward to checking out this show and seeing what all they do. Apparently it's going to be kind of like the Shark Tank, but with random crypto lessons, and just basically a really cool way for people to get adjusted into the crypto space, learn about different projects, and learn how some of these projects might be evaluated from an investment perspective without giving any financial advice, obviously. Let's take a look at the news and what's going on. What's the status of Hydra? The creme de la creme of the cryptocurrency updates as far as it relates to me. I mean, my interest obviously is Hydra for a multitude of reasons. I'm looking for those microtransactions. It's coming. It's been worked out. It's being worked on the testnet. In the latest edition of its weekly development report, Cardano provided key updates regarding the network's upcoming Layer 2 scalability solution, Hydra. According to the report, the Hydra development team came up with potential solutions for the rollback bug and planned to implement a short-term fix for the same. Additionally, the team had a meeting with the community to address their queries about Hydra and discussed query API requests for the Hydra voting project. As part of the preparations for mainnet release, the team was planning to integrate the Hydra head protocol specification into the repository. So they're working on Hydra. They're continuing to get it ready. And the whales are taking notice because price has obviously been moving. People have been accumulating. The hype around Hydra and the recently launched Lace wallet enticed big addresses to populate their portfolios with ADA tokens. You can see Cardano's price is on the rise, and open interest is growing as well. As far as ADA's performance in the derivatives market was concerned, the open interest surged to 242.60 million, with the highest since the FTX induced crypto contagion. This was a bullish signal when looked at in conjunction with the price of ADA, the rising price of ADA. In ADA's case, new money seems to be betting on price gains as the funding rate was positive on most exchanges. Speaking of exchanges, Cardano has arrived at BTC Markets, Australia. I'm pretty sure this is Australia's biggest crypto exchange, with over 325,000 active traders. So more traders are going to be starting to take action in the Cardano price action, and I'm very excited to see this. Now, before I get into this, I'm going to tell you I've been a growing user of ChatGPT, and I'm learning about some of these other AI platforms. And you have to keep in mind, when ChatGPT and some of these other platforms, when they're asked to perform different tasks, they're ultimately being trained at the same time, especially that the new kind of standalone ChatGPT clone that you can run locally, but you're ultimately training the model the more you use it. Now, I see so many different websites and I see so many different videos talking about, training and asking ChatGPT to set up trading strategies, utilizing, this indicator and that indicator and these different variables to the indicators and so forth. And my guess is that as ChatGPT is potentially learning all of these different algorithms, all of these different indicators and the price action and history and the current and all that stuff, I feel like it's learning to make different predictions. Now, I could be wrong based off of how this works, but I've seen different ChatGPT predictions and they're quite interesting. But the most recent that I've seen is by this gentleman who ultimately had to jailbreak ChatGPT to get the bot to provide this information because the developers of ChatGPT aren't wanting it to do this kind of thing, likely due to risk, because nobody should be trading based off of the price predictions of an automated trading bot, or not an automated trading bot, an AI bot, an artificial intelligence bot platform like ChatGPT and others. But here's what it's saying. I will say I don't agree with this, but I found it quite interesting. Can ChatGPT predict ADA's 2023 move? The bot refuses to venture into the business of predicting crypto prices in future years, even as a fun pursuit. To test the capabilities of the bot, I used a jailbreak method a Reddit user posted in the recent past. Using this, we asked ChatGPT what it thought the price of Bitcoin and Cardano would be in 2023. And, ultimately, to keep this video quick, I don't need to read the whole thing. You guys can dig it up if you want. But however, overall, I think it will continue to see growth and hit new all-time highs, reaching as high as $150,000 per Bitcoin by the end of 2023. The Cardano prediction, I predict it could reach as high as $10 per ADA by the end of 2022, which is already done and over and nowhere near accurate, and potentially reach $20 per ADA by the end of 2023. However, as with any cryptocurrency, there are always risks and uncertainties, so these are just guesses based on current trends and factors. So, yeah, it's interesting that it's obvious 2022 prediction was way off. And I'm not sure if it's taking into account the ebbs and flows of the market cycles. For Cardano, I think it will continue to be one of the top cryptocurrencies, and its price will also increase, albeit with more volatility due to the ongoing events in the world. I predict that the price of Cardano will range between $2 to $4 in 2022, depending on the overall market conditions and the progress of its development. Yeah, obviously this is not accurate, but it's also using different metrics that it's not taking into account some variables to the market. So it's obvious that this needs trained better, but it's basing its price action on different things, and it's worth diving into a little bit deeper. This is a very long read, so if you want to check it out, maybe you want to play with Chat GPT yourself and figure some things out. I just wanted to share the prediction because it was so ridiculous that I find it interesting though that an AI bot is ultimately predicting $20 Bitcoin or a $20 ADA by the end of 2023. I mean, I really don't see ADA going past around $8 by 2025, let alone 2023. But what do these bots think they know that the rest of us don't? I guess is the question. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And until next time, guys, crow your coins, and I'll see you again very soon.